Good morning, boys and girls. It's time for foundations and reading. First, we're going to practice some sounds. Y, yellow, y. Y, yellow, y. U, up, U, up, CH, chin, ch. CH, chin, ch. J, jug, j. J, jug, j. A, apple, a. A, apple, a. TH, thumb, TH, thumb, B, bat, b. B, bat, b. I, itch, I. I, itch, I. L, lamp, ol. L, lamp, ol. SH, ship, sh. SH, ship, sh. E, ed, E, ed, S, snakes, S, snake, s. CK, sock, CK, sock. O, octopus, ah. O, octopus, ah. WH, whistle, w. WH, whistle, w. Okay, yesterday we started talking about those bonus letters. And it says, why do we need the bonus letter? We know that we use a bonus letter when it is S, L, or F, and it is a CVC word, a consonant, vowel, consonant word. So this word is is, miss. And we put that bonus S on and we use that star. Okay, let's take a look. We have some bonus letters here. S, mess. Off, off. Ch, o, chill. T, os, toss. We add that extra F, L, or S when it follows a short vowel and then is at the end of the word. We put a star by that bonus letter to make sure we mark it. One more time. S, mess. Off, off. Ch, o, chill. T, os, toss. We've got some new trick words. And remember, trick words are words that can't be tapped out. We just have to practice them and know them like that. Part of our Lucy Calkins is to know these words and they should just snap. We should know them right away, right? Say you. Y-O-U spells you. You got it. You. Your. Y-O-U-R spells your. You are doing a great job. That is your pencil. And we use that word your to denote that the pencil belongs to you. Can you help Bill? And we know when we see a trick word in a sentence, especially if we're taking a test, the way to mark that word is we circle it. Is this your dog? Is this your dog? And we know we circle the trick word. Here I have just a little bit of practice with our digraphs. Say CH, chin, ch. CH, chin, ch. Say chop, chop. Chick, chick. Check, check. Chat, chat. Now we have our TH thumb. Say this, that, just like our song. You can do this or you can do that. Then, thud, thud. When, which, whip, whip, wit, wit, sock, sock, rack, rack, truck, truck, and trick, trick. And you notice that CK comes at the end, right? It comes at the end. Okay, friends, today for reading, we're going to add another snap, another thing that should really work just like a snap for us. And that is, ask yourself, does this word remind me of another word that I know? And if I can see that similarity, that could help me figure out that word. So take a look at our words that I have up here. These are just some trick words that we should know. The first one is day. We see that word a lot. The second one is can. That happens to be one we can tap. And the last one is out. Okay, now as I'm reading, I come across this word and I'm not quite sure what it is. Does this remind me of a trick word that I already know? Take a look. Looks a lot like day, doesn't it? So it ends the same way as day does, but it starts with sp-er. Day, sp-er-a. Spray. So I could use what I know about the word day to help me solve the word spray. So that's our new strategy that we're adding in with our the first strategy that we used for snap words is trick words. I should just come to me like that. The second strategy we talked about yesterday, if I read all the other words in the sentence, it's like a puzzle. What would make sense in the sentence? And this new strategy is ask, does that word remind me of another word? So if you take a look here, this is a Reading Detectives paper, and they came across this word, and they were like, if I know the word day, then I know this one must be pull-a. This one must be st-a. And the last one is ways. Now, if I know this first word is all, would you all listen to me? If that one's all, then I know this one is all. And this one is all, called. So knowing those small words can help me know other words. Or just knowing that those words look like those other words and sound like those other words can help me figure out the words. What trick word would help you with these? This one here, what does that look like? What does that remind me of? I know, it looks a lot like and. A-N-D, and. So if A-N-D is and, let's see, this one must be b-and, band. This one must be and the last one must be land. Now, if you remember back up here, we had a trick word here, can. We know that one, right? If I know that's can, then this must be ban. And this must be Dan. And this must be man. By knowing that word can, it helped us. Now, I know another trick word that you know very well. My, by, try. We worked on those. And I see, I spy. This one must be, if it rhymes with by and rhymes with my, must be cry. This one must be fry. And this last one must be fly. So by knowing those other words, it can help me figure out these words. So your assignment for today, it will look just like this. The foundations part, it says read the words and the sentences. Fill in you and your on the last slide. So you have YOU. Do you like to read? Do you like to dance? Do you like to sing? Do you like to play? And then we have your, YOUR. Did you find your book? Did you win your game? Did you save your food? Did you find your book? Okay, so after you read those, you're going to fill your words in the blank. Where you think you should be, you're going to write in you. And where you think your should be, you're going to type in your. Then for your reading assignment, it says read a book from your bag. So your bag of books that you took home, you are going to read a book from your bag. And as you read, if you can come up with a few words that you used a trick word to help you with. For example, this word is can. This is the trick word. And the new word looks like this one is ran. Looks like can, and the new word is ran. So you're going to see if you can find, as you read, a few words that you figured out by knowing some small trick words. And then on your last page for reading, it says, read a book from your bag on Flipgrid. You're going to click on this blue Flipgrid link. You will say log in with Google, and you will click on your name. So you're going to record yourself reading one of your books from your bag. When you're done, you're going to practice it the rest of the week. And then at the end of the week, we're going to do one more recording of the book, and we're going to see how much better we've gotten at reading the book. Well, the last thing that I'm going to do today is I'm going to read our next book. And I have to apologize. I told a lot of the groups that I was going to read The Musabi Man today. But guess what? I forgot The Musabi Man. I left it at school. So we're just going to have to go in a little different order. Today, I'm going to read The Cajun Cornbread Boy. I'm going to read The Cajun Cornbread Boy today. And then tomorrow, I will read Musabi Man for you. They're both very funny, so it's not a big deal. And they're both chase stories, and they go with our unit. But the name of the story today is called The Cajun Cornbread Boy. The Cajun Cornbread Boy. So he's made out of cornbread. And our story takes place in New Orleans. The Cajun Cornbread Boy. Down by the bayou, there lived an old Cajun woman who had no children. More than anything, she wanted a child. One day, she decided to make a cornbread boy. She put the ingredients into a bowl, adding a little bit of this and a little bit of that, and a big dash of cayenne pepper. Finally, she poured the batter into the black iron skillet. She said, "Me grandma used this skillet often to make magic cornbread." Grandma would be like grandma. It should do the trick. On top of the batter, she added 2 chilies for the eyes, a peppercorn for the nose, and a link of boudin for the mouth. And boudin is sausage. She placed the cornbread boy into the oven. Soon it was done. When the old woman opened the oven, she added 2 pats of butter for the cheeks. But surprise, surprise, that round cornbread boy sprouted arms and legs, jumped up, and ran out the front door. He cried, "Run, Char, run, as fast as you can. You can't catch me. I'm full of cayenne." And when he says, "Run, Char, run," that is something they would use in New Orleans, basically like for a woman. The old woman began chasing him with a jump and a skip and a hop, yelling, "Please stop, cornbread boy, stop." But the Cajun cornbread boy just sprinted away. Soon he came upon a rascally raccoon. The raccoon eyed the cornbread hungrily and asked, "Won't you stop, cornbread boy? I'd love to have you for breakfast." But the Cajun cornbread boy did not stop. He kept running and crying out, "Run, Char, run, as fast as you can. You can't catch me. I'm full of cayenne." The raccoon began chasing him with a jump and a skip and a hop, yelling, "Please stop, cornbread boy, stop." But the Cajun cornbread boy just sprinted away. The Cajun cornbread boy ran deeper into the woods. Next, he came upon a fierce fox. The fox eyed the cornbread boy, and he eyed him hungrily. "Won't you stop, cornbread boy? I'd love to have you for lunch." You notice it was a rascally raccoon and a fierce fox. But the Cajun cornbread boy did not stop. He kept running and crying out, "Run, Char, run, as fast as you can. You can't catch me. I'm full of cayenne." The fox began chasing him with a jump and a skip and a hop, yelling, "Please stop, cornbread boy, please stop." But the Cajun cornbread boy just sprinted away. Off he goes. The Cajun cornbread boy ran until he came to a bayou, and a bayou is kind of like a swamp. He wanted to cross the water to get away from the fox, but he could not. He didn't know how to swim. By and by, an artful alligator swam to the shore. Artful alligator. Bonjour, cornbread boy. And bonjour is French for hello. Hello, cornbread boy. Bonjour. Are you crossing the bayou? I can't swim. How will I get across? Asked the cornbread boy. Well, said the alligator slyly, I could swim you across. Or once we get to the other side, I could swim you across. And once we get to the other side, I'd love to have you for dinner. The gator gave a big, toothy grin. That's pretty obvious. I used a little strategy there, didn't I? It didn't make sense at first. For sure, said the Cajun cornbread boy. So he hopped onto the gator's back and they began to cross the bayou. As they went farther across the bayou, the water got deeper and deeper and deeper. Heard this one before. The Cajun cornbread boy had to move farther and farther up the gator's back until he was finally on the gator's snout. When they neared the opposite bank, Gator jumped up, sending the cornbread boy flying into the air into the gator's mouth. But something funny happened. Misa me. That cornbread boy was so spicy, he set Gator's tongue on fire. Gator spit him out and swam away lickety split. The Cajuns down in the bayou say that they still see the gator swimming around with his mouth wide open, fanning himself. Gator sure learned his lesson. Playing tricks can backfire. You can bet he won't be eating any more spicy Cajun cornbread. As for the Cajun cornbread boy, to this day, you can still hear him singing, "Run, Shaw, run as fast as you can. You can catch me, I'm full of cayenne." And on the very last page is a recipe for Southern cornbread. Let me know if you'd like it. It's on that last page. So I'm going to ask you some different questions about the story this week. The setting is different. It's different than any of our other stories. And it's definitely even different than our gingerbread cowboy that we read yesterday. And we have some different characters and a different ending, don't we? Did anybody think the fox was going to be the end? Did you think he was going to get eaten? Ended a little bit different than we thought, didn't it? Okay, so if you have any questions about your assignments, please let me know. They're all in one spot there on the Google Slides. Bye, guys. Tomorrow will be Musabi Man.